candidates hit the campaign trail, the prospect of a Biden-Trump rematch is filling many Americans with some dread. The Wall Street Journal put it this way, quote, "No one is looking forward to the 2024 presidential election." This comes after our NewsNation Decision Desk HQ poll found that nearly half of voters would consider a third-party candidate. Joining me now, Alexander Bolton, senior staff writer from The Hill. Thanks for being here. So no one's looking forward to 2024. What are people dreading so much specifically?
Well, voters are tired of both candidates, and that's even voters within the respective parties of those candidates. There's polling earlier this year that showed that only about 44% of Republicans want to see Trump run again, and also polling showing that only 44% of Democrats want to see Joe Biden run again. So Democrats aren't excited about Biden running again. Republicans aren't excited about Trump running again. However, if you look at the polls and where this is all going, this looks like the most likely matchup. There's a new Harvard-Harris poll that shows that 3/4 of Republican voters think that Trump is going to win the primary. And Trump's rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, his campaign slogan or his chief selling point to voters has been, "I'm more electable than Trump." But the new Harvard-Harris poll shows that Trump is beating Biden by 6 points in a hypothetical matchup. So the electability argument that DeSantis is trying to wield against Trump doesn't seem to be getting a lot of traction. Also, the new Harvard-Harris poll of more than 2,000 voters showed that Trump is trouncing DeSantis in the primary. So it very much looks like it's going to be a rematch of the 2020 race. And given how much that election has been relitigated, folks aren't in the mood for it.
And some wonder, Alexander, if this opens the door to a possible legitimate third-party candidate. Any names floating around, and would that have any impact on the race?
Well, it certainly could have an impact. I mean, the big challenge is whether any third-party candidate can get on the ballot in all 50 states, and that is a very expensive prospect. And the nonpartisan organization New Labels is trying to raise $70 million for a third-party candidate if it is a Trump-Biden rematch. But the more you look at a third-party run, the more you realize that it's doomed to fail. The only thing it can really do is take away votes from one or the other candidate. And so I think the view in Washington is that a third-party race would probably hurt Biden the most if it is a Trump-Biden matchup. Now, you have to keep in mind that the difficulty of a third-party race is that, first of all, the expense of getting on the ballot, and that's very expensive. It's very time-consuming. It requires a lot of man-hours. New Labels is trying to raise something like $70 million to do it. But then even if they do it, it's not, you change the calculus of the race. Not only do you have to win the competitive swing states if you're a third-party candidate, but you also have to win in the other parties or the two major parties' strongholds. So if you think about a presidential campaign, usually it's contested in a handful of states. But if you're a third-party candidate, if you're to have any hope of winning, then you have to win in strongholds like California and Texas or New York, states that aren't usually contested. So if you take a closer look at the math, it is almost impossible for a third-party candidate to win. The only thing that a candidate could do is play the role of spoiler.
Mm-hmm. We've seen it before. Alexander Bolton, senior staff writer for The Hill. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.